Hi gang, Jimmy D here, back with Free Game Pass Hunters, and in today's video, we are going to grab our rewards points by earning an achievement in a Game Pass game called Spirit of the North, where we are working, where we will be getting our 1,000 Gamerscore and that Platinum Trophy, or whatever you guys get in Switch. If you guys are just starting to follow along, I do offer a chapter select in the descriptions below, as well as a link to my playlist at the end of this video. And with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and start up our game. Now, these initial credits, guys, unfortunately we can't skip through, but once they are done, we are going to go ahead and continue. We ended off in the last video, guys, at the beginning of chapter 7. Now, before we start off, guys, I do want to mention a couple of things here. First off, it is totally possible to get to this point without having to grab all the shamans. However, if you have not grabbed the shamans in the previous chapter, or all of the shamans in the previous chapters, you will not be able to get the Kindred Spirits in this chapter. So be sure that you have gotten none forgotten, so that you can grab all 3 of the achievements that we have. Also, guys, I want to mention that some of the shaman spirits in this chapter wander, and some remain stationary. Where I grab them might be different from where you grab them, but they are in a loop, and eventually they'll come to where I grab them, or you'll be able to find them within their loop. And with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and continue on with chapter 7. Now we need to follow Navi up to the Dreamcatcher Arch there. But before we do, let's get lit up so that we can spirit dash. And then once we go through this Dreamcatcher or Wind Chime Arch here, let's head to the left, following Navi. Go ahead and jump across here and spirit dash. Oh, and I missed. So let's run using our left bumper. Jump and spirit dash across. And just keep this cliff edge to our right. And follow the river. Follow Navi. Head to the right slightly. And once follow the river. Sorry, guys. And then once the map opens up at this point, guys, we need to keep this cliff edge to our right, as this is kind of like the edge of the map, if you will. Just follow along. And you'll come up on this pathway here, guys. where the next spirit shaman will appear. Just head in front of him and be sure he puts his hands together, and you'll notice that at the bottom right you'll get your save icon. So let's look at our fox here. All right, and then we're going to head to the right of him and head down towards the riverbank. And then keeping our riverbank on our left side, let's follow it. And we're going to follow it a little ways, guys. So let's just keep following it. It's a little ways up there, guys. So just keep this riverbank to your left. And eventually, guys, yeah, it's a ways up there. But eventually, you will see these torches up ahead. Excuse me, guys. And we are going to interact with these two spirits here. Make sure that they both say amen to us. And then face them and turn to the left, guys. And we need to head across the river. And then once we do, let's keep the riverbank to our left. Taking it kind of slow, guys, as I need to refer to my notes as well as so you guys can follow along. Again, keeping the riverbank to our left. Once we get towards this tree area, guys, we keep the riverbank kind of about 10 feet to our left, 3 meters for those of you who work in metric. Eventually, guys, you are going to see a tree to your right with some flowers. Head around the right side of that tree and up this path here, guys. Oh, that's not the one. There it is. There it is. This right here, guys. Head around this tree here. And up the pathway. Just before you hit this cliff edge, guys, you'll see a big tree here. And turn to the left. There'll be another pathway right here as our next shaman will be heading up this path. That's shaman number 4. Follow in his direction up the pathway. And then at the end of this pathway, it's going to kind of force you to go right. Well, let's follow it. And up ahead here, guys, you'll see this big tree with kind of an arch underneath. Head to the right of that. And then just follow the pathway. Up ahead, we are going to see kind of a rock that's kind of leaning. Head underneath that rock. And you will see our next shaman here at the fox statue. Be sure he recognizes you. And then continue up the path. At this point here, guys, we're going to keep the cliff edge to our left a little bit. And head towards that bushy little thing. There's going to be 2 big trees and 2 small trees. Head in between the 2 small trees. You'll see the log falling down. And a big tree just ahead of you. You'll see that shaman. So let's go ahead and talk to the shaman real quick. And then head to the left of this tree, as he will wander in this pathway around the fox and this big rock, and we're going to run into him again. And then we're back at that same tree that we met him at. And then back to that river we crossed. So let's head to the left now, guys. And up this river here. And then up ahead, you're going to see this tree, fallen tree that's kind of giving us the finger, I guess you could say. So head across there. And straight from here, guys, we're going to run into another pathway. And you'll see the shaman up ahead. Be sure he acknowledges you. And then head through this log, or hollowed log bridge. On the other side, guys, let's turn to the right and follow the path. we are going to run into another fox statue, where we are going to come up on our next shaman. And again, be sure he acknowledges you. At this fox statue, guys, we're going to head to the left and up to the right on the river. We'll notice this little waterfall here, guys. We're going to head up to the right, keeping the cliff edge to our right for a moment. And then you'll see another fox statue up ahead. Head towards that. And to the left of it, you'll notice this kind of W formation in the logs, fallen trees. We're going to head towards that and to the left, around and through these two trees. And then this fallen log, we're going to head between these two trees. Head towards this single tree, and to the left slightly, there's going to be another path where the shaman is going to head up and down. Let's head to the right, follow the path, and he'll be along this path. There we go. And then follow the path upwards. And under this big fallen tree, and diagonally to the right, where you will find an archway. But we're not going to head underneath that archway. What we are going to do is, just before we reach it, let's head to the left, as we need to gain a little height here, guys. And then look towards this stone pile and do a spirit dash across. And then across to the next stone pile. Head to the right and kind of do a U-turn on ourselves, guys, to this stone pile here. You are going to see our next shaman just across the way. Let's go ahead and head to him by doing another spirit dash. He'll put his hands together real quick. To the left of him, guys, let's go up the hill slightly and turn to our left. You're going to see the castle. And just to the right of the castle, you're going to see another fox statue. Let's head towards him. And just to the right down below, guys, you're going to see a ravine. Let's head down into that ravine. Forward towards the log, the fallen tree here. Turn to the left, and in between this big tree and the waterfall, you're going to see that gap in between the rocks. Let's head that way, guys. Through that gap. Ooh, excuse me. And an archway up ahead, guys. Let's head that way. And just ahead of us, guys, there is like a little igloo with a shaman sitting right at the doorway. Make sure he recognizes you. Turn to the left slightly, guys. We're almost at direct left. And you're going to see a pathway that goes up the hill through this little stone archway to another igloo. Inside that igloo is shaman number 12. Head back out the door and then back down the path we just came, guys. You'll see this stone archway and then this big archway. Let's go ahead through that big archway, up the hill. Again, let's kind of do a U-turn on ourselves at the top of the hill. And you'll see another shaman. And he gives you his blessing. From him, we're going to turn directly around, guys, and walk towards the cliff face. Once we reach the cliff face, let's turn to the right and follow that cliff face for a bit towards that gap, guys. At the gap, let's go to the right side of it and turn slightly to the right once we pass through. You'll see this tree in the center. And there's our next shaman. Make sure you get his blessing. Head straight forward. And you'll find another path that heads to the right. Let's head that way. And another fox statue up ahead here on our left. Let's get his blessing. And just to the right of him, guys, is another igloo. Head down to the igloo. We are going to power up this stone by pressing Y. And then step into the spirit blossoms to get powered back up. Pass back through here and then look to our left. We're going to see a couple turbo boosts, guys, that we need to head through. 1 and 2. And that'll put us right back on top of the igloo where spirit number 12 was. So head down the hill again and to the big stone arch, up the top of the hill, take a left, and that's where we grabbed our last shaman. But we're going to head to the castle wall here, guys. Turn left. You'll see a doorway up ahead, but we're not going to head through it just yet. What we are going to do, though, is just drop down to this ledge below and follow it around for our next shaman. Turn directly around, follow the ledge back around, and we're going to spirit dash back over to this ledge here. Follow it around. There's that same shaman. We're going to go to the castle wall. And then we're going to head through that door that we avoided the last time. Up the top of the spiral staircase. And then at the top of the spiral staircase, guys, we're going to take a left and stay to the left, as there's going to be another shaman wandering around here. And there he is. Let's grab him. From him, guys, we're going to turn directly to the right, and you'll see the 3 shaman over here. Let's head over there and make sure we get all 3 of their blessings. 1, 2, and come on, middle dude. Give me your blessing. There he is. from these guys, we're going to turn directly around and head back towards that ramp that we came down. And to the left, you'll see him inside the little hut here. And he gives us his blessing. From his door, guys, we're going to head straight across. This guy that's walking around, guys, is not the one we want. We already got him. But inside this hut here, guys, our little igloo, is our next shaman. Be sure he gives you his blessing. Once we head out of his hut, guys, we're going to head diagonally to the right a little bit here. You'll find a ledge. Let's go to the right side of that ledge. And down below, you'll see another shaman wandering in an area we've not been to yet. So let's jump down to him and get his blessing. To his right, we'll see a couple of tiki torches by an archway. Let's head through those tiki torches and up the stairs. All the way to the top of the spiral staircase. At the top of the spiral staircase, guys, we're going to take a right, as that will lead us to the edge that we had jumped down from. Let's head back over to the fox statue, to those three shaman who are conversing over here. And we're going to head towards the fox statues, up the hill, and around these torches. We'll find a ramp, head down the ramp, and at the bottom of the ramp you'll find your next shaman. And then turn around, and then we're going to head down the staircase through this door on our right. At that bottom, guys, we'll find our next shaman wandering back and forth. At the bottom of the staircase, guys, turn right and kind of do a U-turn. Head down this set of stairs and through this dream catcher here, guys. We are going to follow Navi as she will lead us to the last three shaman. Right here through this archway. Make sure they all recognize you. And poof, Kindred Spirits. Now, once we've gotten this achievement, guys, if we face that center shaman and look to our right, excuse me, there's one more obelisk that we need to power up by pressing Y. And then we'll go through a little bit of a cutscene here, guys. And that powers up, I guess, or revives our Kindred Spirit Fox and opens up a door ahead of us. Let's go ahead and walk through there, guys. And our Kindred Spirit Fox will follow us. Head to the left here, guys, as there's some spirit blossoms that we need to grab, so that we have our spirit dash And between these two foxes here, guys, is a door that will open up for us once we approach it. Excuse me, guys. Once it does, there's a long psychedelic path that we can just dash down. It'll take us a minute or two to get down to the end, guys. It's linear. There's nothing to grab here. But once we get down to the end, again, guys, we're going to approach this door. And it will open automatically for us. Head through the door. And we're kind of back where we started from at the beginning of Chapter 7, guys. Let's head to the right, as there's going to be a cave opening right here where we left our physical body. Let's approach it and press X to re-enter our physical body, and poof, spirited away. Now here we are in Chapter 8, guys. Really short. Let's go ahead and head towards the fox statue here. And then once we take a left. Linear path to the very end, guys. Our little buddy is a little bit slower than us. So you're going to head up this way. And again, like I said, guys, it's a linear path. Just follow it along. Up through this archway. And take a left. And the path is going to kind of zigzag or transverse up the hill. It was going to take our spirit buddy a little bit longer than us to get up here. So let's just wait here for a moment till we see him come around the corner. And here he comes, guys. let's turn around and go to the platform on the left of the statue. And he will go to the one on the right. And once he does, guys, it cleanses all of the plague tethers here on their island, healing the island. Another little cutscene, guys. And then from this point, guys, we're going to press our LB button and our Y and head off towards the Northern Lights. And that is the end of our story, guys. I hope my videos helped you get your 100% achievement / platinum trophy. But from this point, guys, we can go ahead and kind of pause our game by pressing our Xbox button, quit our game, turn in our rewards for the day, let's make sure that we got our 1,000 Gamerscore, 24 out of 24, and 1,000 points, guys. Turn in our rewards for the day, which we already did. My bad. Woo-hoo. Head home. And for continued rewards, continued achievements and trophies, and continued videos, guys, you know what buttons to press. But as always, have a great day. See ya.